Welcome back to 104.3 The Fan. I'm Jake. I'm joined by my co-hosts Noah and Caleb. Today we're going to be talking about the Denver Broncos and what are their record predictions. Caleb, let's start with you. What is the cap for the Broncos this year?
I see the cap at 12-5. Okay, that's everything goes super well. We drop 5 games. We have a really hard schedule towards the end. Start pretty easily, which is good for us. We can get our feet wet with some of the teams we should be, and then we get our tougher tests as the season goes on. Lowest I see the Broncos going, realistically, is 10-7. I don't see the Broncos being worse than 10-7 with this roster, with this coaching staff. I see the Broncos 10-7 to 12-5. That's my prediction.
Noah, what are your record predictions for this season?
If the Broncos can stay away from the injury bug, I see the Broncos going 12-5. If the Broncos cannot avoid the injury bug, I can see them going even as low as 9-8. But I think they finally avoid the injury bug this year, and they will go 12-5, and they will make the playoffs.
No, I have to agree. I think 12-5 is a wonderful record prediction, especially staying away from injuries. I think it'll be a great season. Maybe the floor be something like 8-9 if they hit some injuries.
Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Interesting thing.
We have breaking news here. Adam Schefter is reporting the Steelers are finalizing a trade to acquire Jimmy Garoppolo from the 49ers. It looks like Garoppolo will be the starting quarterback for the Steelers this season.
So I think that definitely an interesting piece of news there. Jimmy Garoppolo to the Steelers. Definitely a team looking for a number one quarterback in a quarterback-centric league. Noah, what are your thoughts to start?
So obviously, Jimmy Garoppolo never lived up to the hype in San Francisco, so they were obviously looking to move him in this offseason, especially with Trey Lance coming onto the scene this year in San Francisco. I think this is a good move for the 49ers, and for the Steelers, they get a potentially good to solid number one QB, and they could potentially make the playoffs, but this is just a solid move all around for both teams.
On the topic of record predictions, what is your record prediction for the Steelers after this trade?
I have the Steelers going 7-10 after this trade. The cap that I see for them is now 9-8. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is, again, solid, but is not going to be good enough to propel them to the playoffs.
All right, Caleb, who wins this trade? The
Just gonna-
49ers or the Steelers?
The 49ers easily. I'm just going to be honest. I hate this trade for the Steelers, okay? You have a top division. You know, the Bengals, Browns, and Ravens are all very good teams. There's no reason to try to compete with them now. You have Kenny Pickett, your top pick in the draft. Just let him play, maybe a little Mitch Trubisky. There's no reason they need to go and make this trade. They don't need a win now. They don't have a super stacked roster around. They need a full rebuild. I do not know what the Steelers are doing with this trade. And the 49ers, I love the trade. Give it all to Trey Lance. He's had a year under Garoppolo. He has so much potential. Give him the keys to the offense. I love the trade for the 49ers. Hate it for the Steelers.
Da-da-da, da-da-da. NFL Network's Daniel Jeremiah is reporting that the Steelers are sending their second-round pick and their fourth-round pick to San Francisco in the trade.
This is getting ridiculous.
So-
You're going to lose 2 picks for a mid-level quarterback, maybe not even top 20. Why? This is just a horrible trade for the Steelers.
So, high on the 49ers, what is their record after this trade?
I think this is going to be a little bit of a setback year, but I don't think they should worry. I don't think everyone knows right now they're not winning the Super Bowl with this roster. So go rebuild. Give Trey Lance a year to develop. Next year's looking really good for them, though.
Interesting trade from the NFL Network between the 49ers and Steelers. Jimmy Garoppolo to the Steelers. This has been 104.3 The Fan. I've been Jake. This is Noah and Caleb. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next time.